It's Gurley power. It's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On a pretty gray and hazy day here in Southern California, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Los Angeles. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jared Goff and the Rams set to take over on offense. For Goff last year, of course, the disappointing end to a terrific season. His development really took a big step forward throughout. Nearly 4,700 passing yards, 32 touchdowns, playoff wins over the Cowboys and the Saints before that Super Bowl loss to New England. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 23 carries, 78 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. To throw is Winston. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Chris Godwin, the former Penn Stater, should see an increase in action and production in 2019 with Adam Humphries and Deshaun Jackson gone from the team. 842 yards in 2018, second only to Mike Evans on the Buccaneers.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Check. Wait. Easy. Wait. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Mikel Roby brings him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Winston. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. On 2nd and 12, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Flip, flip. Flip. 24 is the mic. Hayward.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
Hey, got four now. Check.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Alert. 3 down.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Gay knocks this one through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away.
Brandon Cooks, the 40, 30, 10, touchdown LA! Brandon Cooks, his second touchdown on the season, and the Rams have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week, 18 carries, 99 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
From the 30 on second down, Winston. Complete to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking. They are a step behind, back on their heels, whatever cliche you want to use. Right now, they're trying to figure out how to slow them down. Now, I'm not sure they're going to be able to.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. From the 27, Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but well, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. A nice run there by Gurley on first down as he'll get about 7 out of it. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This is Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
We gotta get the ball. Easy. Green, double C. Check 26. Check. White. Switch.
Winston going to get this out to Evans. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. And that's the first connection, the #1 overall pick in 2015, finding the #7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, it makes him that much more dangerous.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's got Evans. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Jameis now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
58, boys, 58. 58, we go.
They'll throw again. Winston. Got him in. It's Breshad Perriman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Again, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jameis to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And they try the sweep to Jones. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Goff now to throw. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. To the air again, Goff. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, let's go!
And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Exit, exit!
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Easy, easy, easy. Flip it, flip it, flip it.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. 4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A final shot before break here. Gone. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Third quarter starts with a run by Barber. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And some space here. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 48 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Here's Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
After reviewing the play, the running on the field was reversed.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is gone. Pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to his receiver, Woods, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now gone. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Now this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. John Johnson, one of the leading tacklers from the safety position in the NFL, there to make the stop.
58 Mike, 58 Mike. Here we go. Let's go now.
Again, it's Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Ready?
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Winston. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Barber. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throwing, Winston. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Come on, 180. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Gurley again here on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Let's go.
In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup, but they really...
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And Woods has it complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 75 yards, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and they, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
3rd and long. It's Goff. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense. What's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Jameis now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. A big gain there after going. Backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
24 is the mic. It's coming this way. Here we go. 24 is the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
First down, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Winston now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Easy. Let's go.
Winston now from the 50. That's caught by Howard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
4 down.
They run the counter. Logan. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run with Logan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The Bucs on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
24 is the mic. Here we go.
Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
I'm going back to you.
Here's Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready? White 25.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.